Breaking news, we've got another batch of Hillary Clinton's emails that are going to be released any moment now. But in the meantime, we have learned that some of those emails are so damaging, the ones that have already been out there, that they can't be released under any circumstance. Lee Carter and Brian Wright joins us now, back with the panel, Morgan and Ebony. Brian, let me go to you. It made sense that with the amount of work that the Secretary of State was involved in, she was using her private server, this was going to happen. Now that we're getting confirmation, now that the State Department is acknowledging as much, where do you think this goes from here?
Well, I'll tell you, first of all, the folks in Langley are going to be very, very upset and very angry. The folks who actually are out there collecting that information are going to be very upset. And I think secondarily, you're going to have a lot of folks, the informants out in the field, are going to be very anxious and very nervous because they want to know, is it my information? And that impacts our ability to get the job done. That is the CIA and the folks who are out working around the world nonstop to protect this country and keep it safe.
You know, Brian, you were a CIA ops officer. In a circumstance like this, at some point, again, you may have to start to assume, we know it's 22 emails, but it's just from a sliver. Thousands are being combed through. We're going to get another dump any moment now. Could we actually see a scenario where they just have to start calling in operatives just out of an abundance of caution?
There's no doubt, there's no question that is a possibility. You know, if the server was unclassified, and we're talking about classified information, unquestionably the Chinese and the Russians and others knew about that server and they went after it hard. So there's going to be a damage assessment done. They're going to figure out which assets provided which pieces of information that were compromised. And those individuals that provided it, we're going to have to potentially have to take care of them, take them out of that country wherever we were meeting them at, and bring them wherever it may be to keep them safe. Same with officers such as myself, people who have gone out and done hard work and jobs around this country and around the globe. Their cover may be compromised from this. So absolutely, there will be a damage assessment done.
Wow. And we were talking here, guys, about General Petraeus. One slip. He's paid a heavy price for it. There's even scuttlebutt that there will be even further demotions, even at this point. And yet Hillary has gotten away with exponentially a lot more than he has. Now, what was the official charge with General Petraeus?
Similar charge in the sense that it was all under the Espionage Act, but we're talking about a difference in scope. And Brian's right. When you talk about what the broad range scope of what Hillary has potentially breached here, we still don't even know. That's what's astonishing. We still have, more and more emails. Right now we're talking about 22 that we know of to be potentially top secret. There's so much that we still don't know. Where at least with Petraeus, we knew the kind of limited range in which the scope of his breach was, and we saw what his, he was sentenced to jail and he had a probationary thing and whatnot. So I really think comparing the two, Charles, it seems a bit of a discrepancy, if you will.
The Secretary of State with a private server on a farm somewhere in upstate New York, everything potentially was on there, Morgan, everything.
Yeah. And there's still 8,000 pages left to go. Remember, this is only 1,000 pages of the 9,000 that has been gone through. Another 8,000 that we still don't know what is there. I have to say, whenever I read this story, I just sighed and I thought, does anybody really want 4 more years of this? I mean, if this is what it is today with the Clintons, tomorrow it will be something else. I mean, I don't see how even her own party can't be exhausted from the seemingly limitless amount of scandals in which comes out of this family.
Well, there's no doubt, Lee, that they're circling the wagons. Listen, there have been some overtures by Biden in the last couple of weeks. You study the political ramifications of things like this. You know how people feel when these things are out there. What do you think the public reaction probably will be to this?
Listen, I think she's had a death by 1,000 cuts. She's had a really tough few weeks. Bernie Sanders going after her for being in bed with Wall Street. She just had another Wall Street fundraiser this week. People are getting really, really frustrated with her. The Benghazi movie coming out. There's all these reminders of what people are telling me when they talk about her is like, I want to like her, but I'm not sure I can trust her. Now there's just one more reason, and this is a big reason, because it's not just the Republicans coming out and saying that she did this. This is the State Department coming out and saying it. And that has a lot of weight. So
but you've already seen evidence, though, that this is already, even without the revelations that we've had today, and probably after this next dump is in a couple of minutes from now, you've already seen evidence that this is taking a toll on her efforts to get into the White House.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're just seeing a gradual decline in her numbers over the last few weeks.
Wow. All right, guys, let's keep it right there.